Sam hated everybody. Everybody sucked. They were all assholes. Hello, my name is E. Christopher Clark, Chris Clark for short, and you're watching Making a Book. This week we're talking about Sam, a story from my collection, Those Little Bastards, which is available at echristopherclark.com. Sam hated everybody. Everybody sucked. They were all assholes. He hated each and every person on the face of the planet, including the millions of people he'd never even met. He hated everybody. Except for the little red-headed girl who sat in front of him in lit class. He loved her. One day, Sam nervously decided to profess his love to the red-headed girl. He went up to her before class and decided to ask her out for a date on Saturday. She looked at him in shock. And she said, with every ounce of excitement in her body, Yes, I've been waiting all year for this. So Sam and the red-headed girl went out, and they kept going out for several months. Sam became a much happier camper and threw away his 27 pairs of black jeans. And after 7 months with the red-headed girl, Sam loved everybody. Everybody was great. He loved each and every person on the face of the planet, including the millions of people he'd never even met. He loved everybody, except for the little red-headed girl. He hated her now. I wrote Sam on the back of a postcard on the first day of my Intro to Fiction class, sophomore year, Bradford College. Our instructor, David Krause, required us to bring a postcard to the first day of class. It was actually on the syllabus. It was there along with the list of books that we needed to buy when we went to the bookstore. So we come to class after all the introductions. David asks us to write a full story, beginning, middle, and end, on the back of the postcard. Seems like an impossible task. It's a task I've asked my own students to do now that I'm a teacher. I think it's a valuable learning exercise. How do you put an entire story on the back of a postcard? You need to start off fast. The first sentence. In the very first sentence, something has to happen. You can't get into a lot of detail, but you need to create a memorable character. You need to make every sentence count, every word. It's something that not a lot of people writing fiction think about. Poets think about it. Poets think about it a great deal. And people who write fiction could stand to learn a lot from poets, or from writing on the back of a postcard. The version of Sam that appeared on the back of that postcard is the version of Sam that appears in Those Little Bastards, my book, which you can buy at echristopherclark.com. It's near the end of its first print run, and I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a look. We'll be back soon with more of Making the Book.